Cool.
3, 2, 1. We're back talking shit with echoes. This is Liggy. That's
Aiden, welcome to
Aiden.
episode two.
Huh? Episode two.
Welcome to episode two. This time it's
Episode two.
personal.
So how's your weekend been, mate?
uh, Pretty fun. Adelaide Fringe is on at the moment, so you
Oh yeah.
know, went to a couple of comedy shows. Went to a musical show called the 27 Club last night.
Any good?
That was pretty well. You got members of Super Jesus and Jebediah playing Kurt Cobain stuff in the Doors. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. I
Yeah, had
seen.
fun.
I saw them before in Darwin, and that
Oh
was
yeah,
smashed.
I reckon it's the third time I've seen them. I think every year, like the past 3 years at the Fringe, I've been going to them.
Were they smashed?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they were
so
smashed.
my friend.
Darwin. And what? Do you know what shows you went to?
I went to one on Friday night that was like there's like seven comedians that would do like 5 minutes of their show.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So one of those like the gala sort of ones where it's like we're gonna do like promo for everyone's shows, and
yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
yeah.
Sat front row so that way I could get heckled.
Did you get heckled?
Yeah, because I'm wearing Air Maxes and tattoos. They're like, oh god, this guy's gonna roll me.
You should have rolled
Oh,
him.
I was like, SA bar, SA bar.
What else, mate?
Who knows, mate? My best friend was sitting next to me going, please don't. I was like, check out that guy's TNs.
So, where were we? Oh, yeah. Thanks to all the new subscribers. They keep
Yeah, that's
trickling
crazy.
in.
2000.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
So, we were talking like our music is available on the other platforms and that, but we're just happy if you just keep watching the movie. Watch the movie over and over again.
Yeah,
You get all 4 songs in one.
exactly.
Um, yeah, we're just keeping all our eggs in one basket. I have had a couple of was telling Aiden, people asking about live shows already, and
Mm.
look, we're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah. And we say this every episode. We're not doing it, guys.
We'll just lead in. We're not playing live shows. Um, I was thinking before. I had this thought. I was like, we're more underground than any
Yeah.
band that plays live. Because it's like, oh, you play live, do you? Sell out.
Yeah, you're not metal enough.
Yeah. If you play live, you're a sellout.
Yeah, poison.
And
Oh, too good.
because underground starts with a U, and we exist on YouTube. So
Ah,
there we go.
there you go. That worked.
But so, oh yeah, talking about YouTube, check out Killer's new channel, Killer, the singer from Storm the Crown. I'll link it below if anyone.
Yeah,
We only have a few viewers so far, but as they say in Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come.
and burn it.
Mate, have you seen Field of Dreams?
Yeah. Seen that
Yeah.
years ago.
We should build
Who
a Christmas
hasn't? Come
stadium.
on. It's a great movie.
Do you know who hasn't seen it? My wife. She hasn't seen
I'm
any.
not saying
Yeah.
if it's not Sister Act or Sister Act 2.
Yeah. True. The Moana.
I'm Moana too.
And I have to chuck it in. My wife actually sung in Moana. I'm not even lying. So if you're wondering our connections, we got Disney connections, mate.
We got Disney money, well, we don't.
We'll get Mufasa onto you.
Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
But yeah, Killer's doing some reactions, and I checked out episode 1, it's pretty good, although no, I'm gonna say it. I'm not the
Like,
big fan of a day to remember. So
yeah, me either. Yeah, I'm not really.
um
It was
I,
cool, but
I
I
liked
don't
his reaction
really.
to it.
Yeah, his reaction was cool, and the little part that he played was cool, but I've never really given them that much something to listen, to be honest.
Yeah, I did like this one song they did. It was like some kind of like the video clip was like Mortal Kombat or something. That was all right.
So I have to check that out then.
Check that out. I might do
Just
to
just
it.
for the Mortal Kombat part, and then I just put the Mortal Kombat theme over the whole way.
Actually, I'll find it.
Do it.
Hopefully, this
See,
doesn't.
if I think of Mortal Kombat and Metal, it's just Fear Factory from the 90s.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much all of the manufacturer.
True. Do you know me and my brother, when that movie came out, the original, we snuck into the cinemas and just watched that
Yeah.
all day. Like went into one session and then just stuck into another one.
Mortal Kombat. It's a
Oh
fucking great day. That's a perfect day.
man, how many songs do A Day to Remember have?
A lot.
I didn't even
They've
listen.
been around for about 20 odd years.
Well, if I type in A Day to Remember on YouTube, A Day to Remember Mortal Kombat. Oh, Second Sucks. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Right. Too long of an intro. Anyway,
It always happens.
sounds like
Got to
every
keep those intros. Got to keep those intros short.
yeah. But yeah, check
He
out
says when
Killer.
he says when he writes streaming along instrumental intros every now and then.
Who does?
Me.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least yours aren't just yours are
Next
like
minute. Next minute.
yeah, next minute. Actually, maybe we should try to, let's do a Day to Remember cover. Let's do that Mortal Kombat song.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, actually, it's
Just
not.
add it to the just add it to the pile of all the other cover songs,
Yeah,
like Secret Screw Business one that we've got at the moment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, won't give that away just yet.
Oh
But
no, but,
yeah, Killer's Channel. Oh, while I'm at it, Storm the Crown, their new EP Ritual. We said we're going to
all the
review it.
Prince harmonics, all the Prince harmonics in the world in that EP.
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah, it's great.
I've listened to it heaps, and
Mm.
so this is their second release. So I think now they've got about 10 songs recorded, and I like what they do. Like
Yeah,
after a while, you know what you're gonna get. Big breakdowns, Killer's awesome vocals, lots of low end. The
yeah,
thing I love about them, apart from like Killer's a sick vocalist. So obviously when you have a sick vocalist like Killer, he's gonna take a lot of the attention. But um I think their hidden weapon's their drummer, man.
yeah.
Adam.
He's good.
He's
He's
such a
got a really good
tasty
groove.
drummer.
Yeah, it's not over technical. Like you don't really hear him do like the sickest, fastest fills or the most complicated double kicks. It's
Yeah.
like he's got that pocket groove.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like, and that can make or break a song sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. That was actually when I actually heard Storm the Crown before I realized Killer was in it. And when my mates played it, and that was the first thing, I'm like, who's this drummer? Like,
Yeah,
just so tasty. Like, what a
yeah,
legend. Just not overplaying anything and just like the fills are just perfect because they're not
yeah.
like you actually notice all the fills and
It's like when you listen to Faith No More or like Corn, like
yeah,
early Corn, like when you hear
yeah,
like Mike Baldwin play or
yeah,
or any of those guys. It's like that groove is cool, and that groove is actually hard.
yeah. Who does
You know
he
what I mean?
reminds me of an old mate from I Killed the Prom Queen. Just that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
core drumming. And I know that he must be an influence, but yeah. When I was lucky enough to go sit in some of their practices and just he hits so hard as well. It's like
yeah.
now some
Well, I
drummers
was
don't hit very hard. It's just like you can feel it. So
yeah, I could feel it when I saw it when we it was a couple of weeks ago at their gig.
yeah. And another
So I
good
went to,
thing about ads, he has those effects on his drums as well.
yeah, like 808s on the side. Yeah,
Yeah. And also like I don't know if you noticed at the uni bar that that big cracking thing he had on the snare.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Like
Yeah,
every now and again on the breakdowns, like sound like a freaking gun going off.
yeah, because he had them like effects built into that drum module.
Yeah,
Because I was there during their sound check at the
yeah,
Cranker gig, and there was like, oh yeah, you can see that like, everything they were doing.
yeah. But yeah,
Was just half
Storm
the time,
Crown, man.
was just half the time, Waffles walking up to me off stage, going, "How's my bass sound, Aiden?
Yeah, he's got a fat
How's my?"
tone as well.
Oh, he's got a great tone. It was like we were talking about it all afternoon. It was great.
And I think their guitar attack, they're just like they're in sync nicely. Two different kind of styles, like but it just works. And when they lock in
Yeah,
with breakdowns, like you just like if you stand back and just watch the crowd, they're just into it.
yeah. It's
Like a
like they're
really good
distinct enough,
snap
but they're
close
also
pulse.
similar. They're like they're different enough, but also the same enough at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they've got their two different voices, but they're still similar enough that it works without it
yeah.
becoming a clusterfuck of noise.
That's a thing about playing live as well. Like I put up a post on my Insta just to, just sharing the Echo stuff again. And it's like, yeah, we don't want to play live, but we'll just go see Storm the Crown instead. Like
Yeah, I saw
they're fully just locked in with that live. And
yeah,
you'll probably see us there. Um,
yeah. That you will. They killed it live. It was great.
yeah,
All the other bands killed it that night too. Like there was a couple of bands that was like their first ever show.
yeah. To be honest,
But
every time I see Storm the Crown, like I'll be honest, I don't rock up for nothing else. Like, I think Storm the Crown's probably the only band that I actually really have paid for in the last 20 odd years.
yeah,
But I pride myself on being a Storm the Crown, I don't know, stormtrooper.
well, you wore a t-shirt in the video clip.
Yeah. I wear the t-shirt all the time. It's
Yeah,
the, the only t-shirt I have.
the only metal t-shirt I've got.
But they're also playing. They got their first show coming up in Melbourne, and I reckon Melbourne's going to love them. Like
Yeah,
just that style they play. Melbourne's got a real big scene for that stuff, and
yeah,
if
they
they
love all
can
that old
serve, yeah,
metalcore stuff.
check them out in Melbourne. I might even go.
Oh, that'd be a fun road trip.
Yeah, I'm in Sydney the day before for work, but if I can figure it out to go straight from there, but
Do it.
probably
Do
won't.
it.
Probably won't end up
Do
there.
it.
Let's face it, but I'll try.
Do
But
it.
anyway, yeah, we haven't said it enough. Sub to Killer's channel, sub
Do
to
it.
the Crown, sub to Aiden's other channel. What's your YouTube channel you got?
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's just Aiden Simmons music.
Well, don't do that then.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I literally don't put anything on there anymore.
yeah. We're just going to be talking shit and posting
Yeah.
stuff here. Before we get into the reason why, we're going to talk about the rest of the EP briefly. But before we get into that, we've been working on some new shit straight away, and
Yeah.
pretty excited about the new stuff actually. We're
Very
trying
excited.
new things, and you'll see. I don't want to give nothing away, but even though I did post some of my
Yeah,
vocal
you already
tracks
did.
on my Instagram story, but let's face it, nobody cares or watches it.
I do.
Yeah, I think we figured something out that could really like make our future songs even more epic.
Yeah.
Um, and that's just by pushing ourselves. I know Aiden pushes himself all the time, and I don't want to be lagging behind, so I've got to push myself as well. And I think when you push yourself and try to get into new ground with music and
Mm.
stay in your comfort zone, it's just more exciting. And you're like, whoa, okay, wow, okay,
Yeah.
we
And then you
can
can add that to your comfort zone. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, yeah. It's not me today, like doing all those drum and bass covers.
yeah, yeah,
Like learning that bloody what was it, that Robert Miles song or whatever it is.
yeah, yeah. What was that? Other one you
Oh,
did.
Tubular Bells. I'm one in Tubular.
Do, do,
Yeah,
do.
was it Children, whatever it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Make a full metal version out of it.
As soon as I heard that, I just had flashbacks when I was like 20,
It's a
doing
classic song.
doing things I shouldn't have been doing. Let's not go there. But uh,
That and that, Tubular Bells cover.
yeah, yeah, you love that shit, Tubular Bells.
No, no, it's great.
Who,
It's fun.
who
Mark Oldfield.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But that's all the where I get all the the keyboard stuff, which
yeah,
works perfectly with talking about the EV.
yeah. I always saw it. It always reminds me of Stranger Things.
Well, that's where they got it from.
Yeah, but
That
and
and all the
like
all the
old
horror
like
movies.
blood sport and
Yeah, and all other stuff like
bunch.
all the old John Carpenter movies,
Yeah,
like Halloween and Escape from New York and all that sort of stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like all those soundtracks are heated. That's what all the That's where the guys that do Stranger Things got all their ideas from.
yeah, yeah.
Which I love all that anyway because that's my kind of music.
Well, that's a segue into track two of our EP, the movie called "It's Lovely."
Yes,
Uh,
Echoes in a Turn. It's lovely.
it's lovely, and yeah, as soon as I heard that, I got that vibe, like that 80s kind of melodic, kind of driving kind of music.
Yeah,
And I guess sometimes with metal with me, and I've always been like this, sometimes I like to just sing about stuff that's just not metal at all, like just
yeah,
a lovely song about a lovely long love song, but like
yeah.
screaming
Like
it
at the
like
chorus.
Pantera or Cannibal Corpse or something. And as soon as I had the like again, I heard what Aiden had done musically. I was like, oh, this is fat. Run up the stairs, like instantly download from the universe came. Just started just spitting on the track, and then 10 minutes later, here you go, mate, done.
Yeah, that was one of the quickest turnarounds, and I think it was like 10 minutes later of mixing. Here you go, done.
And yeah, we recorded the video whereabouts.
At Adelaide University.
Adelaide Uni. Aiden spent a lot of time at Adelaide Uni. Just
Yeah,
finished his
way
degree.
too much time. Got another 2 years.
Another 2 years doing his masters.
Mm.
Just just throwing it out there, guys. We got a master's degree producer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I reckon it was your idea, like for that video clip to do like let's do a studio video clip, and originally it was going to be done at your studio at
Yeah.
your house. But then it was like we knew that if we got to your house, we're just going to be lazy and do nothing and just hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. And that we probably if we did it in here, like just when you're at home, it's just we probably would have made it killer. But
Well, like, yeah,
just being in that environment, I'd actually recorded in there before. Aiden's done a lot of stuff in there before.
I practically lived there for 3 years.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And
Mm.
we won't lie. We were like bullshitting the film clip like we'd written the song in that studio.
Yeah,
Don't
but
tell
that's
it.
what everyone does. Yeah, but that's what everyone does. They have their studio video clip. Like
Yeah.
every band has done that.
But if you're not watching this video and you just watch that, you'll be like, look at these dudes like
Yeah,
they're like Jay-Z and Kanye writing in this pimp ass studio.
people with like guitar on one leg, piano on the other.
Yeah. And yeah, that was
They
real
play
fun
both
to do.
instruments at the same time.
It was easy to shoot. It was
Mm.
just like we were having a laugh the whole time. It was
Yeah, it
really,
was pretty fun.
and then we
It
went,
was a very unscripted one. It was like, yeah, let's just have fun. Like, it didn't matter if anything linked up.
yeah, yeah, and it was really easy to edit that one too because of that.
Yeah,
There's only certain parts that we needed to have it all synced, like the guitar solos, which is always tricky, and just
yeah.
something like was speaking of like syncing those guitar solos, um, is a pain, but um, it's handy that I kind of like because I've seen Aiden play so much, I kind of know where his hands are compared to.
Yeah,
So I'll see the bits, and that's how I know how to line it up.
yeah.
Because sometimes the audio
It's a nightmare doing it. Like I've done it before for like my own guitar videos and stuff like that when I've filmed it while recording, and it's always a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it is. It
But
is.
you never get it exactly right. You get it
Yeah.
close enough.
I was wondering if you noticed, like, because you didn't say anything. But
No,
I wonder if there was any bits like you noticed, like, oh, that's a bit out there, or
no. I noticed that I was playing parts wrong.
yeah, oh, that's all right then. That's all right.
Like the Destiny video clip. Oh, we'll get into that one later.
But oh yeah. Well, let's talk about Destiny now. So that one was
Yeah.
so that's probably our first well yeah, that's our first melodic song. And as soon as I heard
Like,
it,
well,
well,
it's
like
like our
melodic,
first one.
sorry, I shouldn't say melodic because all our stuff's melodic, but our first like butt rock song. Like
It's
triple
our
M,
power
nothing
ballad.
but rock.
It's our power ballad. We're so
Yeah,
excited to write a power ballad.
it's our 90s power ballad. I shouldn't call it
Yeah.
butt rock, but when I call it butt rock, I'm thinking like triple
Triple M.
M, nothing but rock.
Son of
That's not
40s on the radio.
yeah. I'm not talking like butt rock, as in like your butt, like nothing but rock. And yeah,
This is for you people that aren't from Australia.
Aiden sent me the music. I was like, bro,
I think
that's
I sent you a video go, what do you reckon of this? And you're like, send me that.
yeah, straight away. I was like, yeah. And I kind of like lyrically, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna make a adoption ballad. S- Even though
Mm.
adoption is something I've sung about in the past, but not kind of this kind of clear, where it's not like rah rah rah.
Yeah.
And because of like the tone of the song, it was easy to kind of get in the mood and make it kind of sound like it fit the somberness of the music that
Yeah.
you'd written. And
But it's funny because that was recorded like a year ago.
yeah, right, yeah, yeah,
Like that was a complete because that was written for one of my uni classes.
yeah.
That's why I had like 7 minutes long and it originally had all these Iron Maiden gallops in parts and it was like, yeah, no. So if you sent me through the vocals, like gone.
But
It's
again,
edited.
that was like, I think I recorded the vocals for that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like such a, it was almost like it was one of those weird ones where it was almost like I knew that like I was doing a cover of my own song, if that kind of makes
That's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
like something like I was pulling it from the future or something, like I'd already done
Yeah.
it. And yeah, that was fun. It was I actually posted that song on a adoption forum on Reddit, and
Oh wow.
all these people like this is like today, and
Yeah.
there's a few people like, yeah, I really relate to that, like awesome. And I was like,
Well,
yeah,
it's probably the most relatable song we've got.
yeah. I mean,
Because like you can
even
take
though
like
for me it's about that, I don't actually say like, oh, I'm adopted. Like it could be about anything.
yeah, like
It's
the
kind
way
of
that you wrote
open-ended.
the lyrics, like the way that you did the lyrics for it, like especially in the chorus, like it's very open ended.
Yeah,
Well, you can interpret it in any way.
yeah.
Whatever you.
I was saying, I was saying to Elena, or it might have been you or Elena. I was like, the chorus. It's like it could be like, um, I'll forgive you
Yeah,
for anything, or it could be, I'll let you do like you're like a pushover. Like I'll let you do
yeah.
anything to me, and I'll forgive you for it. So it's like whatever way.
Because
Or
once again that open ended, like there's all open to interpretation.
yeah, yeah. But I mean that song. It's really about the solos though, like because I'm saying one thing, but then when your solos come in, it's like you're talking. I remember
Mm.
when I first heard it, I was like, Elena, like showing my wife, like listen to Aiden, he's like talking. Aiden's filling us in on the last couple of years of his life in a guitar solo.
Yeah,
And
I remember when you said that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's like it's awesome how you do that. And
Harrogate is one of my favorite solos because it's more bluesy.
yeah, fully
Like
remind
they both are like the whole like proper blues. That
yeah,
lots of Gary Moore stuff, lots of Gunners.
yeah. Gary Moore, does he do that? Do do
Still
do
got the blues for you.
do. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
one of my favorites.
who did he play for?
He played for a lot of people. Thin Lizzy was probably the most famous
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
He was always in and out of Finland because him and Phil they grew up together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like him and Phil Lynott were like they were mates when they were kids, and like they were in and out of each other's bands all the time. That's why Phil would come and do stuff on like solo Gary Moore albums, and then Gary Moore would go back on tour with Thin Lizzy, and then quit again. And like they had an up and down relationship, for their whole life basically.
Too many beers and have some punch at
No,
the pub.
more than beers, more than beers, boys and girls, more than beers. But we're not gonna get into that history. But yeah, talking about like, guitar solos in the videos and stuff, like that was a fun one to do the guitar solo for because the guitar solo was recorded a year ago.
Yeah, right. Cool.
And
Cool.
like all my guitar solos, they're normally improvised. So I'm there trying to relearn it for the video, going, what the fuck did I do? So when I watch the video back, here's your little secret, YouTube. It's like, yeah, there's a few parts in there I go, yeah, that's completely wrong. Oh, well, that looks good on video, though.
He's pretending to be Slash, but we um
Pretty much.
we shot that in Port Adelaide, and we are just driving around. And there was just this in the clip. You'll just see this chair. And there's just something about this chair. It's like let's do it on this, crusty, skanky old chair that was just sitting on the side of the road that's like graffitied, and that's kind of like the star, just this
Yeah.
chair.
Needed to get a tetanus shot after that.
Yeah. And that, yeah, just fit. And then shooting on that street. I mean, if you're from South Australia, you're probably like, oh yeah, everyone does stuff on that street. But what I love about when you're doing the solos just randomly is just like the rubbish just flying around in the back.
Yeah, and there's one part where we hit one note and then the rubber just flies at the perfect time. And I'm there going, yeah, that's my equivalent of a wind machine.
Yeah. There was a scene I didn't put in, but I was like on that alleyway, and like my shirt was going like Michael Jackson style in the wind.
Yeah,
And
it was brilliant.
it looked pretty
Backstreet
good, but
Boys
it was just too Michael Jackson.
with that
Another,
low camera angle with the full boy band
yeah. What was the other clip? Oh, Suffer Well.
stuff. A while, yeah.
So that was the first one we did, and that tu
And that's
that
the first one
the
we wrote.
tunnel
Yeah,
that it's in. Um, we did our first band shoot there.
yeah.
This is like a couple of years ago. We've also done a photo shoot there with the Murder of Crows. Like it's kind of like my spot for metal shoots because it just looks awesome. But well, like
That and that other tunnel. There's that other tunnel. Remember
what was the other time?
up near TDP, the other
Oh
spot.
yes,
We
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, it's a spot that I'm claiming it. It's our spot.
yeah.
But we shot that at like 6 in the morning just so we could get the good light. Um, there was really no one around. The odd struggler walking around. One of them actually features in the film clip. This old dude, but I kind of shuttered him up.
Made him look like a zombie.
Yeah, and that's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, it was just really cool. That song "Suffer Well" was like, that's probably like a typical Echoes in Eternity song. Brutal,
yeah.
twists and turns, time changes, big fat riff,
Long,
long 7 minutes.
long. But that was the first song that we wrote when we got back.
Yeah, and we
That
hadn't.
was literally
Sorry.
that was literally written while we were having our first, conversation.
Yeah,
Like that night when we first decided we're going to do this again, it was like, okay, well, we need something. So I was literally writing that night that we were first talking,
yeah, yeah.
which is crazy.
What that song's just there's kind of a running theme in our songs about just like time and life and death and our existence in time, and
Time is distance.
time is distance. Like something that I'm always rabbiting on about. Um, but that's kind of like an echo in eternity is like this timeless thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, and it's something just that kind of subject just always just fits this music because it's just so epic and
yeah.
grandiose and
And that was
fits
part of the
together.
and that was part of the like the meaning and the idea for that song because that was like the return song. You know what I mean? So it had to have for me, it had to have every element that we've ever done,
Yeah, yeah,
and then the new stuff. A little bit of the lower tuning now that we're using eight strings and more synthesizer parts, and this. So here's where we were and here's where we're heading.
yeah. And the
And it
whole
wasn't simple parts.
the track just being called "Suffer Well." It's just like, you know, all good things come out of suffering
Yeah,
somewhere. If there's no suffering, it's probably not a challenge to you or being not in your comfort zone. So,
yeah.
uh, and we just pretty much just as soon as we started working on that, we just picked up where we left off, and um,
Pretty much.
we've just been cruising ever since. Um, so yeah, that's us talking shit about Echoes in Eternity, the movie. I don't have anything more to add to that, do you?
What's the movie?
Watch it.
Yeah. What's it on repeat? It's good.
It is on all platforms, whatever platform you use. We would encourage you to use YouTube Music just because, it's popping here on YouTube. So why not?
And it sounds better on YouTube.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You can get better quality. They don't compress the fuck out of it.
But everybody, I don't
That being
personally
said,
Spotify at all.
that being said, I listen to vinyl, so whatever.
Yeah, true. And our other songs are on there for some reason. Like I was looking at our stats, like some of our old stuff's been popping off again. So check out that. And we've got new stuff coming. As we were saying before, the new stuff, yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
sick. It is.
This EP was like an experiment.
Yeah, and then
You know
just
what I mean? Like this EP was sort of like training wheels. It's like, okay, let's like we kind of figured stuff out while we were doing it and where we want to go.
yeah. And who knows where we go? Like we like to muck around with all different styles, so we're always going to be like metal, but you never
Nah,
know.
we're gonna go full
Like
drum.
pop
We're
out
going full
drum
drum
and
and bass.
bass
Fuck it. No
song.
more guitars. Fuck it. No more guitars. We're going full drum and bass.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if we do that, or even do some rockier style metal, maybe, or even just some full blown brutal tech death. Um, Whatever this genius comes up with.
Yeah, we kind of just have no rules. It's literally we don't care about the genre.
Yeah, we don't care about the
But,
genre.
that- but that's because we listen to so much different stuff, and I reckon me, Faith No More is still the biggest influence we both have.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for Echoes, it's like ever since we started the band, we're always just going, oh, I love this, but then I love this, and I love this, and I want to do this. It's everything.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like an interview with the singer from NPE.
yeah. And I think
You know
that
what I mean?
because we're not in part of a music scene and we're not tied to any genres, I think that because for instance, if we did play live and we just fell into like a crowd with like Storm the Crown, for instance,
Then we'll just be playing that the whole time.
that would rub off on us, and
Yeah.
you know, it's just the way it is with when you. It happened to my last band. Like you fall into a crowd, and then sometimes you want to be competitive and just do that thing the
Yeah.
most. So, but
Yeah.
us, yeah, us not having to play live, it just means we can just experiment. At the
Yeah,
end of the day,
100%. And
for me,
then
and I
and
know
with
it's
the fact that
hard
it's
to
just
say,
you
but
and
definitely with Aiden, we just want to be the best musos we can possibly be, and
yeah.
I think that for me that means not sticking to one particular style. It's just
Yeah.
because that's just
Well, I think there'll always be like a metal element,
yeah,
but it'll be whatever we want it to be.
yeah. And I
You know
mean,
what I mean? Like,
we have a couple of covers like "Girl Like You" before, and "Girl You'll Be a Woman Soon." There's nothing metal
yeah.
about that at all. Like
But
nothing.
they were so much fun doing those covers. They were
Yeah.
fun.
Actually, I'll I'll put the links in the description of those. So you got to check those songs out. They're cool. They're cool, lads.
Like, that was so much fun doing those two covers.
I remember I played it to my mates, and they were just like giving me shit. They're like, "What are you doing?" And then my mate just,
Yeah, I remember that. I think we did that straight after the album to try and prove a point, like why people didn't understand the album at the time.
yeah,
Because of all the weird influences. People were like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It's like, well, we're just going to go and do two weirder covers.
yeah, and
Because,
that's
you know, there seems to be a running theme with Echoes. It's like anytime we do cover songs, it's like the most out there stuff that people be like, what the hell are you thinking?
yeah, but that's
Like,
the
starting with us doing Heart.
yeah heart.
Yeah. Was
Um,
the looks that kill what we got, but we swapped the vocals around.
yeah, the heart. We got 3 minutes left on here, but the heart cover was weird because it kind of didn't sound right with the male singing that song.
Yeah, I know, that was the point.
Like, it's kind of like sounds wrong. And when we did the Marilyn Manson cover, it was like he was in some strife that week with the media or something. He was telling something he did.
I remember that. We
Wouldn't it be
put
funny
so
if it
much.
just popped up a cover of Marilyn Manson right now? But
That
yeah,
actually went well, though. That cover went pretty well at the time.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was fun. And then they have more the crab song out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was hard.
But it's like, we're gonna pick one of the most fucked up Faith No More songs to try and learn and cover.
Yeah, and especially
Because why not?
like just obscure,
I
and
remember I
paying
got the
homage
music
to
out of
Chuck, like Chuck
yeah.
Mosley. He's a poor fella's passed on now, but
I remember getting the music out for that, like the seat music going, oh fuck, I gotta learn this. Because there's no structure on there going, they play this riff 1.5 times. What the hell am I doing?
but anyway, let's wrap this up. If you've watched all this, I salute you. But stay
If you
tuned for
did,
more. Yeah, sub,
and
like,
just
watch, put this on, go to sleep to this if you want, have a laugh. Subscribe to Killer. Check out Storm the Crown. Check out those left behind. Timmy's always asking us to play. They
there he is,
did a
isn't
pretty,
he? All,
they did a
all
pretty
the
decent
time.
cover of Soulfly, Pain.
Oh,
And
did they? Oh,
get
weird.
on the rowboat. A Murder of Crows. Shout out to Chris, who's in hospital at the moment. Get well soon, brother. Listen,
Let's get well soon, Chris.
I went and saw him today. He's in good spirits.
Oh, good.
Yeah, check out A Murder of Crows, the brothers. Um,
Sons of Erebus.
Sons of Negus. Check out Sons of Negus. Sons of
All
Jordan.
the boys.
They played last night. I didn't get to it, but with Hatred Slave, apparently it was good.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
but they're getting better every time. Good old Sons of Erebus, Sons of Negus.
I love that name. Oh, God. We're renaming the band to
Who
that.
else? Who else can we shout out? We got a minute left.
Hidden Intent.
Hidden Nintendo. Hidden Nintendo.
Hidden
Their new
Intent
song.
one. Good name.
Check out their new song. Cool film clip from Froth and Fury last year, I think. That's
Yeah, most recent,
thrash.
yeah.
That's some like battle jacket metal up your bum.
Yeah. Australiana Strass.
But yeah, Koala Core. And
Koala
King Parrot's got a new comedy / serious film clip.
Cool. Back on the road with Pantera again. Good on them.
Kills me. Oh, and Frankenbot.
Frankenbach. Yes, Frankenbach.
They're back with the old newy oldie stuff. So there's plenty
Oh,